All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G, and Saints have finally revealed their offensive coordinator. Ain't nothing really set in stone, but as of now, all directions and signs all seem to be pointing that Saints have, you know, got their offensive coordinator in place, and I guess it just can't take actual, full fledged, the for sure real deal signing of him until after the Super Bowl. So, Clint Kubiak is seeming like he's going to be the guy that's going to be the offensive coordinator for the Saints moving forward. Pete Carmichael, he was the offensive coordinator for like the last 18 years or so. So I ain't really expect them to just, jump out head first with, signing a new offensive coordinator so early. They had a lot of good candidates, but the good candidates to me were really head coaching jobs. Like I wasn't really expecting Ben Johnson. I wasn't really expecting Bobby Slowick. I wasn't really expecting these type of guys. I expected these guys to be coaching, staying where they was at. To come to all the vacancies they had open for job. You know, they was willing to wait another year, upgrade their resume even more, and maybe something better will come along for them. But out of the cream of the crop of the guys that was other candidates, Clint Kubiak, he was like one of my, you know, highest on my list that I wanted the Saints to nab. It was him, Zach Robinson from the Rams. I just wanted a guy who does a lot of motion and a guy who, you know, is just with a winning franchise and a guy who's just elevating another quarterback that has the similar play style or capabilities of a Derek Carr, like Brock Purdy, Matt Stafford. I think those two guys are better than Carr, but at the same time, uh, about the same similarities and traits and stuff as far as skill, But I just think those two guys possess a different level of gamer mentality, heart on the field, leaving it all out on the field, and just better accuracy and things of that nature than Derek Carr. More cerebral skills at that. But yeah, man, he seemed like he's going to die for the Saints, man. Like I know a lot of people are going to be excited. I know a lot of people are going to be finally that we gonna be see what we could get back. But it's a pretty exciting signing. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, Derek Carr is still a quarterback, and Dennis Allen is still a head coach. So I expect not much to just be excited for as far as expectations of a long playoff run. Like I don't think those are the expectations that you looking at. Maybe we could win the division because the division is still not that good of a division. The Falcons going to be things out. The are going to be things like the Bucks are going to run back, but they might lose back Evans. So, they're going to be figuring things, uh, and they all right as well. So I feel like, the division is still could be winnable. So that'll be probably the easiest path to the playoffs or maybe like a wild card seed. So, I think that Clint Kubiak, he's going to upgrade the offense just by default, just because Pete Carmichael, he was just that terrible. Like he was like when it came to motion, I think we motioned like 300 something times. And the 49ers motioned like 700 something times. Nick Underhill just put the stat up on Twitter. So it's not going to be that hard to upgrade this offense, especially if we keep guys like Alvin Kamara, we resign Michael Thomas. It's not going to be that hard to upgrade this offense, man. It's really not. But we still got to worry about Dennis Allen as the head coach. Don't forget Doug Marrone. He's still the offensive line coach. So we still got to get better in the trenches, especially in the run game. But when it comes to play calling, using mismatches, using motion, uh, ebbs and flow of the game, using play actions, catering to Derek Carr's strengths, I think we're going to be much better off with Clint Kubiak than Derek Carr. You can expect to see a type of season, maybe like how the Bucks had uh, with Baker Mayfield. You know, did they improve? Did they exceed expectations? Tom Brady departure? Yes. Did they win a playoff game? Yes. But it was against a downward spiraling team. They really got lucky. The Lions game, that game was really more out of hand than what the score said it was. But Baker Mayfield, he did play a pretty good year. And I expect Clint Kubiak to get the same type of improvement out of Derek Carr and Derek Carr's second stint. So, but at the same time, you still gotta be mindful that all these players, they've been in Pete Carmichael's system for years. Derek Carr been in Pete Carmichael's system for 1 year. So they're gonna have to learn a whole new playbook. So don't expect these guys just to hit the ground running. Like give them like a month after like 4 weeks, and then judge them after that accordingly, because it's going to be a whole new playbook that these guys are going to have to get used to and gel with. Yeah, they know each other's skill sets and things of that nature, but as far as the play calling, as far as the routes they got to run, as far as the timing, all that got to be learned again. Jerry says, I love it. And finally, yeah, Jerry, I didn't expect the Saints to just go out here and hire somebody just, right off the bat. It was a lot of guys who was just really going to be weighing their options. It was a lot of guys who had head coaching opportunities. And like I say, man, Pete Carmichael, he's been offensive coordinator for almost 20 years. So you really like treading in new waters right there. You never really had to replace an offensive coordinator in quite some times. So yeah, man, it's a good signing in my book. It's a good signing. But to me, it's going to be equivalent to putting sausages and uh, eggs and all the other good things we like in ramen noodles. Yes, it's going to be better, but at the same time, you still eat ramen noodles. It's equivalent to putting rims on a minivan. Yes, you upgraded this minivan. You got it looking a little bit more stylish, but at the same time, you're still driving a minivan. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, you know, don't expect the team just to have double digit wins. Like I expected us to have at least about a good 8 wins, 9 wins at the most, and I don't really see that changing. I don't really see that changing. I've seen the schedule. We have the second easiest schedule again, according to the data and all the statistics. But to me, the schedule looked much harder than last year. And mind you, last year we had a lot of luck on our side when it came to injuries and playing these quarterbacks that eventually got benched, or playing a quarterback that got benched twice, or playing a backup or some type of rookie. So we really got lucky this year when it came to the injury bug and the injury guys. They didn't really start tearing us up till like week 10. So I don't expect that same type of grace. Um, I expect I expect an improvement on the offense, and it's much more than, oh well, DA just gotta run the defense now. He ain't gotta worry about the offense or whatever. And he been meddling in the offense, is rumored to be when it came to Pete Carmichael. So a lot of the dumb play we probably been seeing out of the Saints offense, it might not been Pete Carmichael in totality. Maybe Dennis Allen was forcing him to do things that he didn't necessarily want to do. I don't know how much full range they're gonna leave Clint Kubiak with when it comes to the play calling. I assume that he will only come if he let the offense be dictated by him fully, but we're gonna see. But it's much more than Dennis Allen just got to worry about the defense. When you're a head coach, you have to worry about personnel. You got to make the big decisions. You got to worry about making the tough decisions. You got to worry about the defense, the offense, the special teams. You oversee the whole team. Everybody with an issue, they look to you, and you got to have the right answers more times than not. Like it's much more than Dennis Allen just worry about the defense. I can't stand when people say that. Yes, offensive minded head coach tend to have a different philosophy than defensive minded head coach, but at the same time, you still have to be a good people person. You still have to be a good man that can lead men. You still have to be good in the locker room. You still have to be good with personnel. You still have to be good with, and it comes to a lot of things. Sean Payton, he was involved with a multifaceted of things, not just the offense when it came to being a head coach. So I wish people just get out of that. Like, oh well, he just worry about the defense and he ain't got to worry about the offense. Clint Kubiak just gonna worry about that, and we're gonna be fine. Like, no, you know. And even if he do just have to worry about the defense, if that was the case, it's a job for that. It's called defensive coordinator. You know. So I expect the Saints to improve on the offense. I expect it to be more motion. I expect it to be more uh, easier time for Derek Carr. But we don't know. We don't know how complex this dude playbook is going to be. It might be more complex than Pete Carmichael's. Like we just don't know. Like if it is, he's going to really have to dumb it down very soon for Derek Carr, because when things are not looking good, we don't need to wait until after the season to fix them or till late on in the season to fix them. Like, that's one thing I hate about this regime of the Saints. They wait way too long to fix things that should have been repaired early on in the season. You don't change the plumbing pipes, when they're leaking, to after the whole floor is drained. You change them once you see that first leak. So that's what I believe that we're gonna have to do this season to be successful. Um, Senior Bowl is going on right now. They like to draft a lot of guys from the Senior Bowl. A lot of guys with leadership experience, with a lot of snaps. They're looking at a handful of guys right now. They're even looking at guys like Michael Penix and Michael Pratt. Maybe we could get one of these guys in the later rounds, just to have that backup spot for that future quarterback. Who knows? But maybe they like Jake Hanna. We never know. Jake Hanna could very well be our Brock Purdy on our roster right now. We never know. So all that is really going to be interesting to see how it plays out. They're talking about trading Latimer, maybe Alvin Kamara, maybe he's on the trading board. Not the trading board, the trading block. We're going to see what we're going to do with Michael Thomas. We're still going to hang in there with Penning. They talking about moving him into guard. Maybe we might push him into right tackle. Who knows? It's going to be a lot of interesting things to see upcoming with the draft, with free agency. I doubt we're going to be able to get anybody of significance in free agency, because we're 82 million over the cap right now. We always get under the cap, so I'm not worried about that. But just as far as a big splash, I doubt that. But we're going to see, man. It's going to be very interesting to see what we do moving forward. Dana says, "Who that? No Capping family. What up, Dana? Yeah, man. You always coming into the show. Thanks for the support. But I'm just getting up into work. I just wanted to talk to you guys on my way to work real quick. It wasn't going to be a long live show. I just wanted to, you know, see how y'all feeling about the hiring of Clint Kubiak. Um, I think it was a great hire. I think it was just what we need. We need a guy who could bring some innovation to the offense. We need a younger guy who could come up in here with a breath of fresh air to this playbook, use our players to the fullest extent and best of their abilities with their strengths. And take advantage of mismatches, man. We need to take advantage of mismatches. Hopefully this guy could come in, uh, see Derek Carr for what he is, and just get the best out of him. A lot of the stuff that they did in San Francisco maybe could be applied to us, and you know, maybe Alvin Kamara, he can have a career resurgence, because it's been 2 years since we've seen Alvin Kamara, at his full capability. And I know if you like me, sure, you waiting to see this guy just start to perform, because it's just maddening to see Christian McCaffrey over there in San Francisco just balling out when we know Alvin Kamara, he's capable of doing the same production. Um, yeah, Clint Kubiak is going to be our guy. It's looking like all the signs and directions are pointing to that. So, shit, it's going to be very interesting to see his approach for the draft. Like, are we going to go offensive line? Are we going to go wide receiver? Are we going to go tight end? Does DA say, you know what, we going first round and we need a pass rusher? We need to attack the quarterback and get him off his time and get him off his foot. So it's gonna be real interesting to see what direction we go with this first round pick. We only got 5 picks picks. I believe we need to get more picks. We need at least 7. If you want a good draft, you need at least a good 7 picks to weigh your odds in hitting on the draft, because the draft is a crapshoot. The lower amount of draft picks you got, the lower amount of chance you hit on your crapshoot. So if you like to play the odds, 7, I think is the perfect number. Like that's the I think the amount that we had in 2006 with our good draft that we had, and that's the amount I believe we had in 2007 when we had that historical uh draft of guys. So it's gonna be very interesting, man. But I ain't want to be on here too long. I just wanted to come talk, share my thoughts about the offensive coordinator. Like I say, it's gonna be sausage, eggs, and all the good stuff that you just, you know, spice up ramen noodles with. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be better than what you really eating, but it's still ramen noodles. It's gonna be like putting spinners on a van. Yeah, you upgraded your van, you got it looking nice and stylish, but with Dennis Allen and with Derek Carr, still driving a van. So my expectations are not high, but it should be a better season as far as the offense goes. Like I do expect improvement. But we definitely gonna have to improve on the red zone. You know, that's definitely gonna have to be something, and we definitely gonna have to improve when it comes to the running game. But sure, I guess I'll let you guys go. We'll have more content coming soon. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with the draft. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with free agency and these trades. But for right now, let's just soak it all in and watch our new offensive coordinator perform in this upcoming Super Bowl. But until then, y'all be safe out there, and who that?